Hi, everybody. James Cannell here, reporting live with Devin Grey. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Devin. He just won the Edmonton Real Estate Board Rookie Realtor of the Year Award. And a lot of you might be thinking, hey, I know Devin. He's been in the business for a while. I've done a deal with him a couple years ago. So here's the most impressive part about this award. We actually nominated Devin right before COVID because his rookie year was the year before COVID. That's 2019 into 20. And then COVID hit, the whole world got a little funky, and the Edmonton Real Estate Board decided to put the awards on ice for a couple of years. So Devin didn't beat out 1 year worth of nominees for this award. He actually is the best rookie from the last 3 years. So as impressive as that award is, Devin, you earning this accolade is actually 3 times as impressive as anybody else who's won it because you beat out 3 years worth of rookies. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you very much. Yes, I feel very grateful and humbled and blessed to be recognized as the Rookie of the Year for Ray. It was quite an honor, and yeah, it was definitely icing on the cake of a hard-fought 3 years to find out and know that I can be successful in this industry.
Oh my gosh, and successful during COVID, for that matter. So Devin, let's do a little show and tell. Show us the hardware.
Yeah, so here it is. It's a very nice. There it is, Rookie of the Year.
Love it.
So I'm very impressed. That well, I guess impressed. I'm shocked. Like I said, I showed up there and figured that I was left in the past, and so it was. I'm flipping through the program, and I see a lot of names who said Rookie of the Year, and I see my name, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm nominated. And then I saw some of the names that I recognized, and there was some pretty great competition who are excellent realtors and would have been very deserving as well. But it was great to get it. And I do want to thank you, James, as I know that you've always put a tremendous weight on awards from the standpoint that in this competitive industry, and they made mention last Friday that there's close to 4,000 agents in the Edmonton area now, that you're looking for ways to differentiate yourself and stand above the crowd. And you and of course past winners, Adrian, our sales manager, and Calvin Hexter, who's now moved on to do his own thing, that it helps them stand out above the crowd by winning an award like this, because it helps people to say, hey, you know what, if this person's won that award or been recognized in this way, they must be somebody that would be worthwhile working with.
Absolutely. Well, and Devin, you do stand out from the crowd. And thanks for mentioning the Mogul tradition. I mean, the last 3 winners now of the Edmonton Real Estate Board Rookie of the Year Award are Mogul Realty Group realtors and alumni. And you know, we like to stand up from the crowd here at Mogul, but this isn't a video about Mogul and why it's so great. The awards can do that talking for us. This is an award about you, Devin, and why you're so great. So for all of the realtors out there watching this, and for people thinking about getting into real estate, I want to ask Devin a few questions that I think are really, really telltale. And I mean, there's no better person to hear the answers to these questions from than, you know, the best of the best. So Devin, let's get into it. My first question to you would be, tell me and tell us why you chose a career in real estate. I know that you started the career, you know, it was not your first career. So how did we get here, and why did you choose realtor as your next move?
So yeah, so Tracy, my wife, and I have been real estate investors for 15 years. Definitely developed a passion for the industry. Obviously, that would be, you know, what when you're asking that question is what first popped into my head is just a real passion for the industry. It's very exciting. It's ever changing. You know, everybody has a level of interest, and I think it's those that are really passionate about it that find their way into the industry in one fashion or another, whether they're a mortgage broker or a real estate agent or an investor. Second of all, it was just an opportunity that you presented as a way to be my own boss and to have more freedom. And my past, I think a lot of people appreciate the freedom in working for yourself, and I definitely think that that's something that I don't know necessarily if it was front and center in my head, but I've certainly grown into that. And now would find it difficult to go back and be an
Yeah.
employee. Because I just past experiences. I mean, it seems like every second person I ran into gets laid off. That's how I came to no longer be at the industry I was at for over 20 years, about 25 years in total. Was they said, thanks very much, but we're downsizing and we no longer need your services. And so, once bitten, twice shy, you don't really want to put yourself in a position where that's going to happen. I migrated into real estate to do a quick stint in seniors housing, but that was still an employee situation. And so this one seemed like a great fit and a great opportunity. And I thank you very much for it.
Oh, hey, Devin, I mean, for those of you guys watching, the honest story is I pursued Devin for years saying, I think you'd be great at this and I'd love it if you came and joined our team. So I'm glad that you caved, buddy. Now I've got a few questions that I think people are going to find really fascinating to hear your perspective on. So question number one is, once you became a realtor, what about being a realtor was pretty much exactly what you expected?
I would say, well, there's a few things. So you work as hard or as little as you want. I think that's definitely there. So I find it funny that on one hand, I do have a lot of freedom because I choose to work or not work. But at the same time, in order to get established, you better be choosing to work a lot more than choosing not to work. And so I had a good conversation with my wife and my family about wanting to do that to get myself up to speed as quickly as possible. So I think it can be, it's a classic situation of you really need to put the time and energy into it in order to see the results. And once you get to that point, it's just a different world. And I think that's why there's so many people, I think it's something like 90% that don't make it for the first year because they're not really fully prepared to understand that you're starting a brand new business. I mean, starting a sporting goods store or a startup or a restaurant or any type of business. You're starting a business. You need to market yourself. You need to find customers. You need to grow. And I don't know necessarily if there's a lot of people that are truly ready for that. That's why my sales background certainly helped me understand, the road that was ahead.
Yeah. Now here's the even more fun question. Once you became a realtor, what was completely different than you expected? What caught you by surprise?
Wow, these are great questions. What caught me by surprise?
Was it this question?
Yeah, I think that ultimately, I guess I guess something that's really I've grown into, and I see this a lot now. And some people look at me sideways, and some people go, "Oh, I totally get that." Is when you're in real estate, people kind of look at you as, "Oh, like you're a salesperson, like you sell houses." And I do tell a lot of people. I don't sell houses. You can sell your house. Go to Home Depot, pick up a for sale by owner sign, throw an ad on Kijiji, sell your house. What I provide is a service. I am a service professional to do something that you ultimately can do yourself, but it takes a tremendous amount of time, knowledge, energy, could cost you money. And, we're all busy and I'm here to basically make things seamless and stress-free and take out a lot of anxiety. I have really started to also get that why any service professional makes something look so easy and why do they always have the answer? And it's because all the same questions come and all of the experience comes. And so you draw upon a ton of experience and a ton of research and diving in to understand and be that resource for somebody to make it seem so easy. That's what I'm here to do. I think the other thing as well as it just jumped in is it is extremely rewarding. There's nothing better than key release day, just to experience the true joy and the gratitude that people have. And of course, it's returned as I'm very grateful that out of 4,000 Edmonton agents, they chose me to take them across the finish line. So that's something as well that it never gets tired. And I really enjoy it. It's a very rewarding experience.
Yeah, I know that feeling, and I do love it. Now, I think you already started transitioning into my next question, which is now that you are a realtor, what is something about the profession that you really just love and enjoy?
Yeah, for sure. It is that it's being a resource. It's helping people. It's understanding that this is a real huge transaction for people, and that they want to make sure that they're well protected and taken care of. And so I'm thrilled to be there. That's extremely rewarding. It's I also really enjoy kind of being on the inside track of always talking about something that I enjoy talking about anyways.
Yeah.
It's nice to be somebody that has answers for a lot of people. Again, being a resource, hey, do you know a lawyer? Do you know a plumber? Do you know a property inspector? Do you know a property manager? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I don't have that answer. Give me 24 hours. I will get you 3 names. Those types of things. So again, just very rewarding in being able to give back and help people.
Nice. And what is the toughest part? What's the biggest challenge? What makes the realtor career, what makes it hard?
Well, I think with any, I mean, we are service professionals, but we are we make our money by transactions. And so my long-term background was radio sales, and I certainly respect and can tell you all about the difficulties of that. But it doesn't matter what sales profession you're in, it has ups and downs and highs and lows. This one really, really is on overdrive. I would tell you that, at 10 o'clock in the morning, you've got your chest puffed out and you're thinking, I'm king of the world. Like, holy smokes, I'm going to be, top 1% of realtors in the entire planet.
Yeah.
And then by 4 o'clock that afternoon, you're wondering whether or not you're going to sell another house. It can be very up and down, but I think there's a weird sort of part of every salesperson that enjoys that, and it fires them up, and
Yeah.
And there's so many things that come with it: problem solving and motivation and determination and trying to get across the finish line and all that stuff. I think that and trying to, we talked earlier this week, actually, James, it just popped into my head again. It's striving to take those roller coaster rides out and trying to find that balance, trying to find where you just basically make things be okay, especially because people are looking to you to be that calming influence. And so that in itself can take a lot of energy, because you do want to be that person, but you're trying to also keep your own emotions in check. But I think I definitely would say that as you start to just simply realize that, yes, I can do this business, and yes, I can successfully take a ton of people across the finish line in either buying or selling a property, that just grows your confidence a ton and allows you to constantly work towards the middle.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And my final question for you, Devin, is what is one thing that you know now as a realtor with your experience and wisdom that you wish you had known when you got started?
Well, I mean, just there's a lot of little things, in terms of just wanting to be a resource. But I think that ultimately, just truly 100% believing that everything that people tell you in regards to it takes this amount of time and you just got to stay focused and all that stuff. We're all impatient, and we all want, I've talked to lots of people, even, especially younger people, where it's just everything's instant gratitude and they want everything instantaneously, especially success. And that you have to just set a game plan and work it, and just know that every day you'll move forward a little by little. And I think that if I truly knew 100%, I mean, and that at the end comes down to belief, right? You have to believe in yourself 100%, and then it'll be successful. But I think that everybody has those little moments of doubt where you kind of wonder whether or not you're going to make it. And I think that I would say that, feeling like this year for sure, that it's not only that I can do this job well, but that I'm going to achieve the success that I've really set out for myself. I think that having a crystal ball 3 years down to say, yes, it absolutely 100% is going to work out, I think that would have made the ride a little bit more in that middle, as opposed to having those times. Because as I've told a lot of people, and again, anybody that's watching this that is thinking about becoming a real estate agent, I went 6 full months. My first 6 months, I didn't sell a single house. And I still laugh and tell this story that everybody at Mogul was extremely positive and nothing but words of encouragement. But when I finally got that first sale, there was a lot of, we thought you were going to pull the pin. We seen other people quit way earlier, and I guess I maybe wasn't vocal enough to tell everybody else. I was all in. Like the chips were all in the middle of the table. Yep. This is the one that's going to work, and because of the potential, and I guess that's another thing quickly to say that I thought I knew all the roads and avenues you could take in this large industry of real estate. It's unbelievable the directions that you can go, and I think that there's that also has been really eye-opening in a positive way to see, I could go this route, I could go that route. And I don't just mean as a realtor, but just as an investor, which we do, or anything else. Like there's just so many opportunities in this industry. It's if you keep your eyes open and welcome it and being inviting to it, it's amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Devin. And yeah, I mean, for everybody watching, think about that. Devin didn't sell a house for his first 6 months. And then his production in his second 6 months was so unbelievably over the top that it qualified him to win the award. So imagine how dominant of a performance Devin was able to put up and continues to put up. So, Devin, thanks for taking the time to chat with me about your real estate career so far and what the beginnings of it look like. I think this was really, really handy for a lot of people. For anybody watching, if you want to reach out to me, and if you're thinking about a career in real estate, or you're an existing realtor and you just want to talk about, hey, how do I be a top performer like Devin? I'm always available. Reach out. And Devin, can I extend the same offer on your behalf?
I absolutely would be happy to help, and certainly had those conversations with several people already. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, whoever's vibe you like better, Devin or James or both, reach out to us. We love talking about the real estate career in real estate. So, Devin, congratulations again. This is actually an unbelievable award and a huge feather in your cap, and well deserved, my friend.
Thank you, and also big thanks to you for just creating amazing systems and a great company, and laying out a very clear, open path to success. And anybody that walks that path and sticks with it, they will have success as well.
Oh, thanks for the compliment back, Devin. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. Talk to you all soon.